සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් සියලු දෙනාටම. ඉස්සෙල්ලා ප්‍රථමයෙන්ම මම සමාව ඉල්ලන පොඩ්ඩක් පරක් වුණාට අපි කලින් ලෑස්ති වෙලා හිටියට අපි ටෙක්නිකල් එරර් එකක් ඉඳ පොඩ්ඩක් පරක් වුණා. අපි මෙම සැසිය පවත්වන්නේ 5 වෙනි වරට. ඉතින් මේකට ඇත්තටම මෙතෙක් කල හොඳ මෙතෙක් කල අපි කරපු සියලු සැසිය වලට අපිට හොඳ ප්‍රතිචාර ලැබුණා දෙස් විශේෂ සියලු දෙනාගෙන්ම. ඒකම අපි ඊළඟ මාසෙ සෙෂන් එක අපි ලෑස්ති. ඒක අගෝස්තු මාසෙ 26 වෙනිදා අපි සවස් 7:00 අපි ලෑස්ති කරලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මේකට අපි සම්බන්ධ වෙච්ච ගොඩක් අය අපේ සංගමයට සම්බන්ධ වුණා මෙම්බර්ෂිප් එකට සමාජිකත්වය ලබා ගැනීමට. ඒ කියන්නේ හොඳ ප්‍රතිචාර මම හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලොනුත් කිව්වේ හොඳ ප්‍රතිචාර ඒගොල්ලන්ට තවත් අපිට එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙලා තවත් වැඩ කටයුතු කරන්න උවමනා බව අපිට සඳහන් කරලා සිටියා. ඒකම අපේ මේ සියලුම අපි පහුගිය කරපු සියලුම වැඩසටහන් වල රෙකෝඩින්ග්ස් අපි ඔක්කොම දාලා තියෙනවා YouTube එකේ. ඒවා ඔක්කොම පරණ බලපු නැති අයට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. එන්පාස් ශ්‍රී ලංකා කියන YouTube නාලිකාවෙන් තියෙනවා බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකම විශේෂයෙන්ම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා මෙවර අපිත් එක්ක සහභාගී වෙන OV D පොප් මහතාට. එතුමා ජාත්‍යන්තර සම්මානලාභී ඡායාරූප ශිල්පියෙක්. ඉතින් මම වැඩි කතා කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ නැහැ මේ අපේ කාල වේලාවත් ඉක්ොත් වෙලා තියෙන හින්දා. Before I hand it over to Pandula on behalf of the National Photographic Art Society of Sri Lanka, I warmly welcome our keynote speaker today, Ovi D and award-winning digital creator based on Romania, and also all the other distinguished photo artists who have joined us today from all over the world. And once again, I would like to thank Ovi for accepting our invitation. Over to you. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much, Ovi. And over to you, Pandula.
Thank you, Shankar. Well, welcome everyone. Good evening to you all. First of all, before I start the session, I want to thank National Photographic Art Society and also the president, Mr. Shanta Gunaratna, and also the director of publications, Sanka Sammana, who giving me this opportunity to moderate this session. So secondly, I'm warmly welcome Ovi D from Romania on behalf of the National Photographic Art Society. So I'm not going to take much of the time. So I want to give a little bit of an introduction about the National Photographic Art Society on behalf of the international viewers. So this is our national society. Actually, this was formed in 1950 by Mr. Wilson Hagoda. Actually, this society has produced numerous number of photographers to the nation by doing their 3-year diploma completely free of charge. And also, as at now, they have conducted 20 plus international competitions under the patronage of FIAP, then GPU and PSA patronages. And also 40 plus national societies. So, and at the moment, they are acting as the authorized representative to the FIAP Sri Lanka. So that is all about National Photographic Art Society. So I will now introduce my friend Ovi D. Right, he's actually a unique character and a very generous person and very helpful guy. Actually, I met him at China in 2019. So about him, he is the president of Varadinum Photo Club in Romania. So far he has conducted 11 international competitions up to now, and also he's a teacher as well. He's a digital creator plus a graphic designer and also well-known teacher as well. So he's authorized by the government to conduct these courses to the newcomers. So as at today, he has conducted 69 courses among 4 cities in Romania. So, and also he's a Siena award winner in 2019 for the drone awards. Am I right, Ovi? The drone awards, right? So
Yes.
yeah, that title name was the
Weather snake.
yeah, with a snake. He has won that the highest award in Siena Award for the Weather Snake title. But lately he has changed that award, the title name to Dead or Alive. So
The picture, I recomposed the picture.
yeah, he recomposed the picture and rename it as Dead or Alive. According to
something.
yeah, according to my observation, I think that is the title, that is the image so far internationally highestly awarded for a single photograph. As of today, he has 200 awards for that particular picture only, including 61 gold medals. Okay, yeah, that's the award he's showing us. And about his international photographic career, he has participated many competitions in more than 80 countries, and so far he has won 6 hours, 2,200 plus total awards as of today. So I'm not going to talk much about Ovi. So I will hand over now to Ovi to conduct his presentation. And also I want to tell all of our viewers, if you have any questions, please listen to his presentation first, and we'll go to the question and answer session after that. But if you have any questions in between, so you can have the chat box and send it to me. I'll take care of those things. Okay, now over to you, Ovi.
Okay, is everybody see the presentation? I don't know.
Yes, we can see
screen.
You. Yes.
Yeah. So I started 30 years ago to make photography. I'm 50 this year. More than 30 years. I have 14, so 36 years. My mother had an old Russian camera here, you know, in till 89. Here was communism in Romania, and Russians ideology rules, and no people have no food. Was many big problems in Romania, but we live, we make sports, we make everything, but politically we will repressed. No food, no rights, no, you can go anywhere in other countries, so it was very hard to go anywhere. So I have that Russian camera. I make pictures when I go to competitions. I was an athlete, and after I finish university, I finish sports university. I make my advertising company during my studentship, and now it's 30 years old. This company next year, and we needed pictures for catalogs, from leaflets, for everything. And I started to make pictures for that on film, no digital at that period. And after in time, it comes the bad year of 2010, 2011, bankruptcy. I lost everything. I lost all my money, family, everything. It was very hard. Only remains my camera and the hard disk, because when you bankrupt, people don't know the meaning of the hard disk, which is important, which is on the hard disk, not the value of a hard disk of money value. And I continue advertising in a different name. Okay, my company name was Durans, from Duran, if you heard this pop rock band. And I sponsorized a photo club in Oradea, which is now 50 years old of that club. And they invite me to China. But I know I don't have money. I was very poor then when I lost everything. And I borrow some money and go to China for my first trip. There was everything paid there, because we were invited as Romanian photographers. 5 people were invited. And I was invited as a sponsor because I helped a lot. And there changed everything. There, after that, I started to make, I see art in photography. Before I make pictures with nude girls for other purposes, I make my books. Before I made a lot of books like this, big books with pictures, a lot of pictures about my city, about my county. And after I started to go to the club's meetings and talking much about composition, about how a good picture can have to be. And I started to send to competitions. Well, I was very happy for my first 6 acceptances, because I have 1 acceptance, 2 acceptance. It was a competition, $25, and you have only 1 acceptance. But I had 6 acceptance from India. I was very happy about it. And starting my first gold medal was a picture with my son. We'll show you maybe later. And after that I started to look after other photographers, history of photography. I start to learn. I start to see what's trending now, and because Photoshop I know before, and I see sending to competitions and see who is in a jury. He don't like nude. Okay, don't send nude. He's a portrait guy. Okay, send portraits for in open section. I mean, so I started to look after these things, and normally the prizes come, and when prizes come, it's you here. I have now about 2,200 prizes, and I make this year 91 gold medals, which is wow. And if you see, I like to make diverse pictures. I want to win many gold medals with different pictures, with different type of pictures. I like to send, when I send the competition, I send 2 good pictures, which I know that is powerful, and 2 new pictures. Maybe one get the attention of the jury. Now 600 gold medals. I like it, and I make my top first one. This is the dead or alive picture. 61 gold medals, 200 prizes. I think I know in Romania is the most awarded picture now. After that, you see these compositions. I like to make compositions, so pictorial pictures, not only shooting, but make pictorial. But mostly I come back to the photojournalism also. Portraits, nude from drone, drone, not the position above the people. Again, nude. Portrait is a portrait made 2 years ago. This very nice picture, portrait, composition, a picture in a jail, picture, no Photoshop, picture which is in with a train, no Photoshop. Again, a composition, photojournalism in a birth. It's very interesting to make pictures in a birth. Again, I make these people, different type of people. I searching 1.5 year a nude, big fat nude woman, because I have a lot of models. I working now about more than 100 girls, not models. Because I was in 2 before I started to make nude pictures artistically. I was in 2 nude workshops. From a guy from Germany, another I was in Ukraine when was not war there, and Sergei Bushlenko, which is a great photographer of Ukraine, he's come. So there I learn a lot, because you can't do by yourself. Okay, look in the not Facebook, look in the internet, you can see very nice artistic pictures, but you have to be there, have to listen to a guy who knows what he's doing. So after that, I started to, because I have many prizes in different other pictures, the models came. And I normally don't pay for the models. I told them, okay, I make you a good picture, remain the picture for you, remain picture for me. And maybe when I'm making workshops for my students, I will invite you. And there the students pay a fee for the model. And the girls will accept my terms. And as I told you, normally I have a lot of model shape type girls, but normally I'm looking for a very fat and a very skinny girl, and this is make the difference. For example, this picture, which is make me a lot of prizes. Okay, let's go. I see this type of popularity was very good because I was invited many times in different countries, and I don't believe that I will go 3 times in a year to China. China is very far away from Romania because we are in Europe. China is Asia. It's more close to you. I was in India. For me, wow. I was once invited in Sri Lanka, and it was 2020. And I was also invited to Steveny to Singapore. And I balanced where to go. I say, oh, okay, next year we go to Sri Lanka because we go now to Bali again. I was in Bali many times. But came the pandemic, the Sri Lanka was made, the Bali was not. And but here, see, I met a lot of good photographers. You see, the late João Taborda for Portugal, Pedro Luiz, for example, you see a picture from Siena, my friend Sohail from Bangladesh. Here are in a big crew in China, everywhere. Look, my friend Pandula Mandara, which I know before, but I met him personally in China. I have a lot of friends which I make friends in Facebook, and after met them personally, but it's a great pleasure. You see, ex-president of PSA, president of GPU. Here are the team presidents of I think he's president of FIP India. This is president of FIAP. So people invite me to Congress, Doom Congress, 2017. This year I was not able to go. Whereas I present, for example, I finished a master degree in arts, and I present my work, my thesis in Doom. And after, you see, in China, I present the big hall. Here, China again, for Nikon China, I present my works. And here, when I was, I get a prize from Trillenberg. The Trillenberg was the biggest circuit in the world, you know. They stopped after 25 years. Here, Danny Wong here, you know, nice guy. Here, again, he was in China. He's president of Turkish Federation. Again, Pedro Luiz, this guy from ISF, France. So many people. You see exhibitions. People come after people. I started to organize competition, and in Varadinum, and all the time I invite, okay, from Europe mostly, but I invite the jury to come to Romania. But you see, from India, Vinod is coming. Comes Steveny from Singapore, Harry Hu from Malaysia. They come to Romania to judge, and they pay the plane, say, first time in Europe, let's come. After that, I organized a lot of photo camps with my friend Adela Rusu. You heard about it. A lot of foreigners, great photographers are coming. Vincent Liu from Singapore, Tomasz Okoniewski from Poland. Here we have Marcel van Balken from Holland. Michele Macinai from Italy. So many great names of photography came. Petar Sabol, the youngest master FIAP, came. Okay, again, pictures from school, 5 years, 6 years, lot of students, lot of party, because all the time the party is first, lot of nude shooting, judging, more than 100 salons in 19, I think 90, maybe more, I don't know. Judging, personally judging online. Here guys with judging Harry Wu from Malaysia, Turkey, Denmark, India, Bulgaria. The club, Varadinum Club, the best, our achievement was 12 in the world. And I think it's okay for us in 2020. Last year we were 31. And this year, I don't put here, we were many times you know, best club in different competitions in India, in Brazil, and in Poland. Or normally now we won the Hungarian championship, for example, 2 weeks ago. Here are pictures from my exhibitions, salons, which I told you before. People come to judge here. You see Virgilio Bardozzi, which is third all time in Italy, came. Here was the first time we make online because it was pandemic. Here's Joan Stolte, Barbara Schmidt, Bouquet Ozanai, but Bouquet after come to judge, come to Romania also with a camp. You see here Marcel van Balken, the guys here. Okay, last time we have from Switzerland, from Norway, and from Belgium, only master FIAP guys, and a master from Romania, which is not FIAP, but is a master photographer, and another guy, very good photographer from Romania. The beginnings. How to make good pictures, or how to make people to know you. Make a different angle. Because I make books with my county, with my city. Normally I need interesting, it's a very big book, for example, 200 pages, a lot of pictures and not so much text, where I present the city, I present the county. So what angle people don't see often? It is from the air. Not wasn't that period, wasn't any drone. It was 2006. And 158 price, not 200. This is the best picture of mine. You see, this was 2018, the Siena. It was when also Pedro Luis, he's also all the time he's winning. It was a very, very big pleasure to get this. It was wow. I wanted this. It was incredible for me. You know, I have 600 gold medals, but this is something else. It wasn't no FIAP, no PSA. It was only the industry in the jury. You know, magazines, and I like to change competition. I like to see my works in different types. You see, it was the winner there. So we're talking about nude, yeah. So here is a nude. I make some collecting some nude pictures from different shootings, and normally I use my drone as a tool for nude because you see, everybody makes nude, but from drone is different angle, and I use very often this type, the fetus position, which is it's an elegant position. It's the baby is a fetus. The baby, we were a fetus, and that's why I go back to origins, you know. And normally one girl, it's one girl, but two girl, it's more than one girl. And for somebody, this was a great picture of mine. See, I all the time, for example, mostly I don't want to use Photoshop in these pictures. I want to use a nice model and a nice background, a nice environment, you know, because the combination of these two things can make a picture great. You see, I always imagine the chess table, a nude on the chess table. It's made in my city. It's a I don't know. It's a very impressive. This is a montage. This is only a montage. This one. This is again the river. You see, it's a river. I put the girl in a mostly falling down. It's a labyrinth in a park, public park. Again, a public place, public park is very tricky and very dangerous because police can give you a fee about a penalty about most $500 penalty for this type of if they caught you in it's no matter if you caught you on film, it's no caught you on site. All the time they go to 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock when it's a good light. You see, many good backgrounds. Nothing Photoshop here. Only choosing the right position, choosing the great model and good position. And see, again, this, for example, this picture, it was with two girls, and normally several about 6 pictures, but they have to go around and around, and I make a circle with a circle to say where they put steps, and they keep their hands. It was some prizes, not so many gold medals. And see again, abandoned mines, because they're the color of the ground. It's very interesting to see in these pictures. And normally Nude in the City. Nude in the City was the first edition of my book. Sold about 500 pieces. It's okay. It's only in Romania, and so many people I sent to different countries, United States, Germany. They ordered Holland, they ordered Netherlands, France. They ordered, but I don't make so much advertising. I don't know why. It's a book with 100 pages, nudes in the city, nudes in different public places. It's a very thin ice, you know. But my wife said at first time I told my wife, look, I want to do this. Yes, it's a good idea. Yeah. So if you have the blessing, you can do it. You know, all the time I have to talk to my wife. For example, she's a teacher, English teacher, university. She all the time gave me good ideas. And see, this is public places of Main Street of my city. Okay, it's a cinema. Many girls there, only 3, but I make multiple pictures. It's in a station, park. It's a bus station here, waiting for hitchhiking. After a concert, 900 candles were here. It's a abandoned building, but it's a nice picture on the stairs. Before the and okay, I have a lot of pictures, but I think they had no time to present all. After that I say, okay, it's easy to make a nude. If I have a model, make a good light. Let's see, making some conceptual, and see, this type of photography wasn't invited by me. I saw for others, and for example, this model, she's my client, and she looks very nice. And normally, in all the time, I'm kidding with every girl I met. Okay, making a nude picture, nobody wants, and I don't want. And this lady came to me one day and said, "Oh, I'm pregnant." Pregnant? Oh, in 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Oh man, allow me to present you a nude idea, not mine, but let's do it. And I told her how I want to make nude with her in pregnancy, and she, after 1 or 2 hours discussion with her boyfriend, wasn't then married, they accept the idea. And because she said, I'm a beautiful woman, I will not hide my face. Because normally after she said yes, I Google it, this type of photography, and I see a lot of pictures, not so much, but I see pictures and then a competition also. Maybe photographers shoot their wife or other model, which was without head. Models not allowed to put his head also. You know, a picture, or a nude picture without head, is not so good. And that's why and I was very happy that she allowed me to make with her head too. And see, 31 gold medals, this one. Again, this is what I look 1.5 years to get a very fat girl and a very skinny girl. Not easy. Again, I have this fat girl. It was about 7-8 years ago, but now she don't want to make pictures because have a son, and I don't want again. See, this pictures have a lot of gold medals, and after now I put it in color, remake it in color. Again, this is a composition. It's not normally I put this girl here. Again, pregnancy, before, after. This is now have many gold medals. Again, the first model with the pregnancy. I was very happy that her husband, after her husband, when the kid have 2 weeks, they come to my shop to make the picture, because not wait to get bigger, and it's very difficult to not to get ill the child. And it was they say, okay, the kid make pee and poo, and all my studio was full because it was naked. It was very interesting. And see, I remake this picture. It was 6 chairs. I make it. I remade it 5 chairs. And you see, the color version also get very is and the first year of this picture is now started. Again, I make this. So I told you that the hands with the fat and the skinny woman. Again, gymnastics. I say again, there came another model who came to me to make this pregnancy. That it's okay. Again, I wasn't. I forgot what type of lights I used, but I make it. And the girl came to me when he was very, very pregnant. It was in for 2 months, for 3 months. It was big. And I asked one of my mother to come, which is the same size of her, and a big picture with her nude and all, because this lady had a lot of tattoos. I put the tattoos on the body. In Photoshop work was very hard to do it. Again, this picture before and after. And see, a model which is skinny and the fat. You know, a picture in picture, which is I used. It's see the big fat girl is somebody shocking, but it's real. It's the body. It's the body. And then for example, I make a nude for a 76 years old lady. Maybe I forgot to put here. It's very interesting. The shape of the body, the structure of the skin is very interesting. That's as I say. See you here. What is that? This is my best model, but she quit this year because she got in love. So as a boyfriend not allowed her to make any nude. Studio, it's almost easy. Stay good condition, no matter what is outside. See, boxing, pairs, the skinny girl. I also normally tried myself in neon light, backlights, outdoor nudes. It's not nude in the city. It's you know, flowers in the mountains. Where is it is interesting. This picture is made in a wasteland, or see mountains again, old village, winter. I don't ask girl to make a winter nude. They want it. Okay, let's do it. You see again here, it was just freezing. The model wants to make nude here, or they'll be playing and newspaper write about me. A photographer from Oradea make a picture with a nude girl at the hitchhiking. So you know, it's workshops. I made a lot of workshops. I don't know the number, but nude. I think about 50 workshops of nude I make for my students, for my from abroad. People came from abroad, different levels. You see, different girls, here students, different position. Outdoor here is an beer factory. We make nude. You see, we make nude with powder. Outdoor here, outdoor is my office here. In a bar, again, I don't know where is hotel, outdoor, in a factory. Again, a lot of photographers here, up in a mountain, in the hill. You see, making in my office, see, it's daylight to make it very, very quick. In a car shop, we make nudes. You see, here with the snake picture here. And this is my nudes. And so I make a top of gold medals. You see, this is what I told you, dead or alive. This is 6 chairs, portrait, 20 gold medals, this 17 gold medals. This was firstly my best nude picture. She was a model who came to me for a portrait, but to say, I make nude picture for you if you make picture dressed with me. So it's a big deal. It's a big business. And as she said, she's very well known in my city. Say, I don't want anybody to recognize me. And say, I make backing lights, and only the shape and the picture name shape, and have 16 gold medals. That's good. Again, drone, portrait, composition in a jail. we was in a program to go to jail to picture the what type of life they have there, the quality of the prisoners, the life of the prisoners. See, this picture have a lot of prizes also. This is a winter summer labyrinth. I make pictures of winter also, model once. Okay, let's go outside and okay, let's do this again, 2 seasons. This is the birth of the child of my model. Yeah. Again, this picture I told you, this is another from the series. I make from this nude model, this nude lady with a child. I make about, I think, almost 200 prizes with 6 pictures. But that 6 pictures all have gold medals. That's why I have many pictures, so I can change, send here, this one, that one. Ah, gold medal, very good. And see, another for me was very interesting, challenging to make see winter summer like this. It's okay, it's very easy. But here I use 45 degrees. It was challenging because you see in this picture we have 6 frames to be the same, and I never write down the coordinates. I put and I shot, and maybe I look at the how it was before that and think I will make it in Photoshop, maybe 1-2 millimeters difference, you know. And see, this is that picture which I won drone awards. And in pandemic time, I have time to make this 5-season anime, and also won in Siena. Oh, is a honor mention. Again, sports, I like many much because I was a sportsman. I like basketball. This picture made a lot of prizes. I was hanged out there. Nobody sees me from where I go. And here was a big luck, this line. My fans, my son, my daughter, when she was kid, now it was little, now she has 3 years, my son is 20. And normally every photographer is happy when they make prizes with their own family. My wife, she's dressed like an Indian. She had this picture, 3 gold medals and 7 prizes. And my son here, it's a picture. It's look like James Bond, but it's made in 2012 before I started to make art photography, and had 3 gold medals also. So this was me. It was fast, or because 40 minutes I talk. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, because you know I can talk a lot, but time not allowed us to talk so much. I hope you like this. I hope you like the diversity, because I want to make diversity, and that's why I make a lot of pictures. I try to make a lot of pictures, and that's why I don't go to weddings. I don't go to this type of. I make money from photography, industrial photography, making or corporate photography, and that's why from here come the money. And when I sell a book, it's a good money. And normally when I sell, I make now a line of big canvas prints, but I try to sell it 1,500, 2,000 euro one piece. I make for every picture, I make normal diploma from the French authority, which is guaranteed that my work is authentic. And I numbered all and give a diploma. 20 pictures, only one name, one, and I hope they will sell. So this is what I want to do. Thank you again, and if you have some questions, please come and tell me.
Yeah, thank you, Ovi. It's a great presentation. If you guys have any questions, you can ask now. I think there is one question. Ovi, can I know the YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel, Ovi?
Yes, but all the time I forgot to upload there. All the time I make videos with my crew, but Facebook, Instagram, WeChat, in China, YouTube. It's so much to do, but not so much time to do everything. I have to promote more because I have only, I think, 500 likes on YouTube because I'm a photographer, and many times I forgot to make films. For example, my TikTok account is cut off because the nude. Because I put pictures of video with nude shooting, but the nude was with back, but they cut me off totally. Last year, Facebook cut me 5 months because pandemic, and they had no people to see that it was blurred, but say, it's okay, case closed, you are 1 month. 5 months I stay. So this is why, it's very, very difficult to do.
Okay.
To do everything.
Anyone has any questions? ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න ඕනේ භාෂාව ප්‍රශ්න නේ.
Come, courage.
Lanka, Vikum, Shanta.
Yeah, actually, anyone can ask questions or something to clear. You can raise hand and ask the question also. කාට හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් කෙලින්ම අහන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට hand raise කරන්න නැත්නම් chat එකට දාන්න හරි. Venkatesh raised hand. You can ask the question.
Ovi, to begin with, thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I have one question which probably many would have got it. Before the creativity part, I want to ask one more about the creativity, the ideas, how do you get? But before that, it's a kind of silly question or funny question, you can say. You put all those photos with the models in the nude models in public places. How do you get permission for that? Because if I do that in India or anywhere, I'll be in deep trouble. So how did you manage all the permission?
In 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, when less people on the street, is not allowed here also. So here, I told you that the penalty is about $500. So it's not allowed, but risking. This is the adrenaline. See, it's coming. It's not coming. And that's why not all the pictures are many artistic. It's more wow pictures. More people. I don't believe. It's Photoshop. I don't believe you. So it's okay. It's street, But for example, many times I waiting somebody to come in my picture. For example, like this here. Is there? It's a one man. You see, and I put the girl there, and see the one man, and the other also. And say, or I put the girl in front coming the train, and the mechanics, man, it's incredible. And I see the faces of the, wow, So maybe it's a little bit going to the kitsch, for example, this type of photography. But I want to try this one because it's risky shooting. It's all the time. I have an adrenaline. It's coming. It's police. Because no matter in 2 years I make, this year I don't make yet on street because I have a lot of material for the second edition. I make in Serbia, in Novi Sad. It's not my land, but I risk there also because I know the language, and I say, let's do it. I make it in Hungary. I make it in many other cities in Romania, which nobody knows me. In Oradea, people know. The police know me. Mr. Pope, okay. They saw me on camera make nude and say, it's Ovi, okay. We see the pictures. So they don't give me penalty. For example, one people make a complaint to the police about my activity, one picture, which was made in a bridge, but the old lady, get a picture from my Facebook, so she don't shoot me when I shooting and say, how is possible? I make a complaint to the police. How is possible that the team of nude in the city, because we have a team, because I was with my model, can walk bare naked on on the streets, how can I go with my child or my nephew? It's 6 o'clock. No, none of the child go on the streets. So the mayor called me because, hey, Ovi, somebody claim about you and say, okay, I said, first, it's our friend, it's our legend here in Oradea, let it go, because have to catch you when you do it, not after.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's all risky.
Okay, thanks, Ovi. And also, I have a question, Ovi. This is
Please.
on behalf of all the students who are here. There are so many students who are listening in this presentation. I want to ask you and just explain us how you interact with your nude models ethically. I mean, like if we are doing a model shoot, normal model shoot, normally we don't touch the model, right? And
No.
this is a bit of a extra work here. So when you're working with the nude models, you have to have a lot of patience and also the ethical practices. Can you explain
Yes.
us how you do those practices?
Normally, firstly, I made many shootings with that models, which go after with the students. The model is relaxed that because I told and teach the model how to interfere with the students, because the model was only with me. Many models only want me. Nobody is here. Not a friend. Nobody. Just me and the model. And because normally they have the secure that I'm not touching them. Is normally not. It's not allowed to touch the models, and to be as you said, patience. And because the model had to do your ideas. Because in nude photography, nude photography is starting from 80. So it's 80, I don't know. It was the first, when the beginning of the photography, nude. Everybody wants to see nude woman, nude pictures, yeah? And it's a thin line between nude and pornography or erotic. Normally, I told you that I was in 2 workshops where I saw how the photographer talked with the model, and I see calmly show the picture of the model which you make. Look at this here. Please your hand a little up, little down. Please your feet. So they listen to me, and when come because. When go with the students pay for that. They say making in a rule. Okay, now everybody 10 minutes with their ideas, and the model do that. Okay, in a regular and in a proper feeling, not opening legs or not something which is go to other fields of photography. So no porno, no different, this type of photo.
Okay, thanks, Ovi. There's a one question in the chat box. Abhinayaka.
Yes.
How do you use creations for advertising?
Creations. Firstly, after when I bankrupt, after the advertising will go down, I've had a lot of ideas. It's used not in photography. I make a lot of graphics. I make a lot of advertising. I make a lot of design, and I make logos, leaflets, ideas. And after the bankruptcy and from 2010, people started to go to online and normally make ideas for advertising and combining with pictures and graphics. So I make a lot of graphics in advertising because this is one of my main money maker.
Okay, the same person asking, what are your ideas about the lighting when doing studio nude?
I like to use continuous light, and I have about 3 or 4 continuous lights. And normally, I want to see if you want to see the light, the shape of the model, making backing lights. So normally, now I'm using a Z9. Before I use the 850. Yeah, it's big sensor photography, good light comes inside. And normally in studio, I like this playing with the light, the shapes, different body parts. For example, I don't show you, I have a lot of body parts, but for example, or see like this in this picture, a body part. Okay, you know, not seeing the so see here, normally light from the beginning. Here, for example, here's a big flash because I want to see good light, big light on the model to see many lights, you see. But mostly I use for example, outdoor, yes, outdoor, do you use only the light of the sun, you see. But here in studio, I use, let's see, it's only the shape, mostly the shape. I put only two. Sorry, I have a lot of nude, but so normally, wait a minute. See, here are the lights, continuous lights, for example. You see, it's a lot of lights. When we are outside, when we want to make, for example, in this picture, want to make a fast picture where shutter time, shutter speed, it's about 1,000, yes, or 2,000. You need much light because it's you have to get the speed of the powder like this here. See, so here it's different, but here also are continuous lights because all they make the same picture. See, like here.
Okay.
Or here also lights, continuous lights. But for example, in this picture, you see, it's a backing light. It use a big flash, 600 watt of light power to get to see everything but nothing. Here is the face, but you can't see the face. It's and a little because to see the two tits, for example. So this is, or here studio, see fashion. I use for fashion. I use 2 or 3 lights to have a good light. But here, for example, this old lady have a lot of prizes on this. For example, not nude for sure. It's 96 years old lady. It was using one light. It was one continuous light in the hand. So all the time I get a lot of lights outside, inside. I have a lot of lights with me. Oh, in a car, you can put a lot of lights with you.
Yeah, thanks, Ovi. There is another question: how to communicate with the model or girl to do a nude photos? I think you have answered this question. You have to tell anything?
Yeah, my luck is that we live here in Transylvania, which is Romanians and Hungarians. I'm half. For example, for me, common Hungarian girls, she's very happy that I talk in her language. And because they knew that I have a lot of prizes, they are very open. And because I say, okay, I want to do with you a very good picture for people to see you, to see on the wall. Because if I have a prize with you, you can hang on exhibition wall. People will see your body, because mostly of these girls, they came because they like to show. They like to show their bodies to the people. So they are little exhibitionists a little bit. So that's why I explore a bit. They want to show them body. I want to show the people their body. So they say, okay, it's very easy to communicate. Now I make psychology in university. So I see the girl and I know how to communicate. It's very important, the communication. I learned because I'm a teacher. I learned in the university how to communicate and with the kids. And here now the nude model is a kid for me, and know how to manage.
Thank you, Ovi. And there's another question from Kapil. I don't know which photo he's talking about. I have a questions with the picture with frame on the glass. Frame on the glass. Can we edit the picture or combine? Kapil, if you are listening,
Frame on the glass.
yeah, which one, Ovi?
I think he's referring to the one frame within frame.
This one.
Yeah. The fat model and the thin model.
Yeah, the fat and the thin model. That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Further down. Further down.
This one.
No.
No.
That's right.
They are holding pictures with
the frame.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frame with frames. Yeah.
There were the model. It was. I put a sign. Wait a minute. It's
Yeah,
here.
this one.
Yeah.
That's right. This one.
Yeah. I put sign on the. I make for the tripod with the same height. Yeah. The same angle. I put for their feet. I put, the where to put their feet to be the same position, and I make picture with her dressed and undressed because I have this part of dressed and undressed. Yeah. And normally not use mirror because you can't do this in a studio because lights. It was 2 pictures, and after in Photoshop I cut off this part. This girl is her part, and here is this part. You can put, and this is one picture. It's because you see this girl allowed to use her face. She is little shy and say, I don't want my parents. 22 years old girl, but not so many big girls like this. And see, this is it's Photoshop here. Photoshop, but only two frames.
Okay, thanks, Ovi. Do you have any other questions?
There's another question. Can we edit the picture for exhibition? I think.
Yeah, can we edit the pictures in here? Yes, he said.
Yes, it's when it's open category. You can do as you wish. For example, these pictures are as they shot. Nothing, only make contrast. These are as shot. It's only making this as shot. Nothing Photoshop. That's why I told you in the beginning that I like to find backgrounds, find interesting places to put the model. You see, no Photoshop. No Photoshop. It's Photoshop here. No Photoshop. She's laying in a, see, it's a water, very dirty a little bit, see?
Mm.
The shadow is also there. There's no manipulation here. And also this one too. I will see how will work the color version. See, the girl forgets her glasses also. So let's do it. After the fuck, I forgot the glass. But it's okay. It's more interesting. No Photoshop. No Photoshop. You see, it's a dirt. It's a dirt also. I'm not getting out from there. It's allowed to do Photoshop. No problem. But you see, if you do a picture, if you do a picture from the beginning, from the camera, you don't need Photoshop. Yeah. It was two. Yeah. I go winter, I go to summer. But here, see what was interesting in this picture. He's a red car, red with green are complementary colors. Yeah. And it's a white car. Without these cars, maybe the picture have no value. But I waited. I don't put the cars there. I can put it in Photoshop. Only I make it this separation in this picture. After that, I make this winter and I put on different cuttings. I just playing with my picture and say, it's not nice. Let's say send it to competition. Wow, gold. Wow. This picture, for example, 2 times I won $1,500 in United States, a non-FIAC competition. San Francisco Photo Awards, I don't know the name now, 2020, first place and money. So it's what's good, the money. Because in our field, mostly are medals, not so much money. For Pandula won with a nude in Varadinum. Remember, best nude picture in Varadinum?
Yeah.
200 euro. So I put also money in my competitions. For example, in salons, I not get so much money profit, but it's okay. There's nothing minus, but I get money from other things. It's good for making friendship and meeting with people.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think he answered your question. Normally, the nude pictures comes under open category, so you can do whatever you want with your own
Yeah.
picture, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I have one more question, if time permits. Ovi, see, this is about your creativity part. Okay, exceptionally creative photos. So my question to you: how do you get those ideas? And if you, that's a talent. I understand that, but once you do that, do you plan in advance about the positions of the models, especially the nude parts, both outdoor and in studio, or do you spontaneously take a decision, or right then and there, impromptu thought as to how to get these shots, what angle, what position, etc.?
Now I'm searching the places. For example, I'm mostly doing outdoor nude. I like more than in studio, and I'm searching for interesting backgrounds, interesting places, and it's normally when you do it comes the ideas. I only just search preparing the place where I want to go, and many times then do else, and that's why I never prepare myself. Let's do it. Will come something interesting out. Sorry, because I don't put here. For example, I organize exhibitions. For example, I organized more than 200 exhibitions, not for me, for others. I forgot to do this. I have a free exhibition, two in indoor and one outdoor exhibition place, where I exhibit with different photographers. Many photographers came to make their first international exhibition, private exhibition in Oradea. Pantelis Kranos from Cyprus, his first. Günther Riele, his first exhibition. Frank Hausdorfer. And make different, many exhibition when come the jury, make exhibition for them, for juries, people to see what type of photography make the jury, So I also make this type of work, a lot of work to do this. Also, I have a curator diploma, curating exhibitions, photo.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
No, thank you.
Right. If there's no questions, Shishanta, shall we finish it off?
Yeah, I think we can finish.
Thank you very much for all, because we have 100 people, which is a strong number. When I have a presentation at FIAP in pandemic, which is pandemic, in Greece, it was only 90. So you raise the number, which is very pleased for me. And thank you very much to spend with me this hour. I hope you learn from my experience. I hope you like what you see. What is my purpose is that let the light comes and only search interesting models, interesting places, and look what type of photography is doing now. Try to do something else. If you do the same, maybe will not be. For example, many times I make something different, which is different than competition, and say, there's no prize for my picture, but I like that picture much. Okay, and send it to other competition and get prizes, for example. So it's different. So that's why you have to compete, to see your pictures in different countries. I was very happy that my pictures, for example, have prizes in 89 countries. I'd like to gather more and more countries. So I know missing some countries which organize competition, organize for true competition. And this is why, for example, for every photographer, student, is that to try to make an experience to see something different and look what is trending now, and look and go to exhibitions, go to picture painting exhibitions, because you learn a lot of composition, you have to make your culture, visual culture. You see a lot of picture, a lot of photography, and see you will get your idea, you will get your line. For example, and I will finish with this. Many old photographers said to me, "Ovi, you have to choose what type of photography do you want to do." Man, I like to do everything. So, okay, I like nude. It's because it's very hard to do it. I like this type of compositions. I like photojournalism. For example, my Facebook now was 1,200,000 people because I share on a groups where 600,000 people was street photography, and I have a lot of street photography because there is the story. You can catch a story, you know, and it's very interesting because there is the shooting, as all people say. That's the photography, because you don't use Photoshop, you don't use only they use lightning in story. And this is I like very much, and sports because I was a sport teacher, and now starting nature also. So that's why I like to do mostly every photography type, because I'm teaching, have to say my students for everything to know. I'm good here, I'm good there, okay. But you know, if you do one thing, you will after I think you get bored about it. Say, only nude. Oh man, only nude woman. No. People ask me, woman, why don't you make nude man? I have a nude man, but never do it alone. I do it with women, you know, because women want to see naked man, but I like to do only. See, this is a guy. This is a guy here. She's his wife. So making different things, making interesting things. Interesting. It's nice when people say, Gomadon. People like you're doing, but try to do something else. Try to push the limits. This is the idea. Okay, when you make nature photography, the lions will still a lion, but how you catch it, how the light, it's very difficult. I'm making a lot of bird photography. That's very, need lots of time. Tomorrow also going to shoot birds and stay higher, not to see the birds, not to. So thank you again. I think I told.
Thank you very much. It's a very interesting presentation. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Mr. Shanta, shall we finish it off the session?
Sure. We can finish.
Okay. So good night, everybody. So we'll meet you soon with the next presentation in August. Thanks, Ovi.
Thank you again. Thank you for all. Thank you, and
thank you. Thank you, Shantaya.
Actually, we had some technical difficulties at the beginning, but it went well.
Okay.
It's a good presentation, and thank Ovi again.
Thank you, Pandula, that you organized for me. It's a great honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Thanks. Good night. Okay, අපිට ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් සියලු දෙනාට ස්තුතියි join වුණාට. අපි මෙතන වාසම් කරමු.